She looked me straight in the eye and asked, "Can I spend one last night with my ex before we get married?" I said yes. Then I disappeared. No calls, no texts, no explanations. Just gone. But I understand why you have to go back. For nearly 4 years, I believed I'd found the one. Ours wasn't a whirlwind romance. It was steady, built on late-night talks, compromises, and small, quiet moments that stitched our lives together. After a year, we moved in. By the second, marriage was on the table. In the third, I proposed. She said yes instantly, eyes bright, hands trembling, clinging to me like I was her whole future. I thought life was set. A home, a family, Sunday mornings of peace and laughter. For a while, it really was perfect. Then, 3 months before the wedding, something shifted. She grew distant, often staring out windows like she was lost somewhere I couldn't follow. Her phone became her shadow, always locked, always in her hand, calls taken in private. I noticed. Of course I did. But I didn't want to be that paranoid fiancé. I told myself it was stress. Wedding nerves. I wanted to trust her. Until the night trust became impossible. We were on the couch going over wedding details when she grew quiet, hesitant. Then she said, "I need to ask you something, and I need you to really hear me before you answer." I nodded. What if I spent one last night with him? I blinked. Who? Her pause told me everything before her words did. My ex. The one before you. The room froze around me. My chest tightened. She was serious. I laughed at first, thinking it was some twisted joke. But she wasn't joking. She said it was about closure. Making sure she wasn't marrying me just because I was safer. Safer. That single word cut deeper than a blade. I asked one question. And if I say yes, then what? She swore nothing would change. She'd come back. She just needed to be sure. Everything inside me screamed to shout, to fight, to slam the door and never look back. But I didn't. I said yes. She looked at me like she wanted me to say no, to prove something. But I didn't. The next morning, she was gone. And I didn't wait for her return. I packed a bag, turned off my phone, left a short note on the counter, and vanished. I changed cities, numbers, even my car. I cut that life off in one clean slice. Not to punish her, but because I finally understood something. If someone needs to test their love for you, you were never their first choice. And I deserved more than being someone's second option. I never waited to see if she came back. I didn't need the answer, because even if she did, her choice to leave first would haunt everything after. Some betrayals aren't loud. They're quiet, dressed up as honesty, but they're still betrayal. 2 years later, I'd rebuilt my life. New city, new job, new friends. Eventually, someone knew. When I told her what happened, she didn't pity me. She just said, "That should never have happened to you. You weren't meant to be somebody's experiment." And in that moment, I finally felt free. People sometimes ask, would you have stayed if she hadn't gone through with it? My answer never changes. The moment she asked, it was over, because love doesn't need tests. It doesn't ask for permission to betray. True love doesn't compare, doesn't hesitate, doesn't need one last night to be sure. So if someone ever asks to test their love for you, walk away. No anger, no revenge, no looking back. Because you're not an option. You are not a trial run. You deserve to be chosen, fully, without doubt, without hesitation. And if they can't do that, don't wait for their decision. Make your own. Leave. And go find a love that never needs to question if you're enough.